Do you remember this place?
Yeah, I remember coming here.
My mother used to bring us here.
Tell me everything.
Some things have always been. There have always been angels. There have always been demons. And there have always been at war. 9 millennia ago, one demon rose through the ranks to take power over the dark hordes. The strongest, the cruelest. Mundus. But Mundus did not rise alone. At his right hand was his most trusted lieutenant, his blood brother.
Sparta.
But Sparta betrayed him. He fell in love with an angel, Eva. The secret union between angel and demon was inconceivable. But it happened. And with it came new life. Twin boys. You and I. A hybrid of the warring angel and demon races. When Mundus learned of Sparta's betrayal, his fury knew no limit. He hunted the lovers down. Eva was murdered by his own hand. And for Sparta, he demanded a more brutal fate. Endless punishment and pain. But even as Eva was destroyed, and Sparta was imprisoned for eternity, each knew that the seed for their revenge had already been sown. Because according to legend, the only beings that can slay a demon king are Nephilim, a hybrid of angel and demon. Those hybrids now exist, you and I. Mundus believed that only one child was born, but there were 2 Nephilim, and each had been hidden well. Sparta armed his sons, the rebellion for Dante, the Yamato for Virgil.
So, Mundus killed our mom and imprisoned our dad.
Yes,
And we're the offspring of angels and demons.
demon father, angel mother. We are Nephilim, the only ones that can slay the demon king.
Good. How?
Spotter. Fucking demon collaborators. You're being dragged into limbo. I'll find Kat. She'll get you out. Stand firm.
What up, guys? It's Bananaowns here, bringing you episode 5 of my Devil May Cry Let's Play, and we're just gonna keep moving along through the game. You know, experiencing some of the, well, basically experimenting with the scythe and the arbiter now, or whatever the fuck the scythe's called, the angel scythe. I still don't even know. But yeah, now we have a basic, full set of tools here, and we're going to actually experiment with the combat. And story-wise, Dante is basically deciding to work with Virgil, and they're going to be taking on Mundus, who has like a human counterpart or like a human host or something like that in the real world, and basically we're going to take him down, and got to do that by starting to work together and basically, you know, and of course I'm pretty sure Dante's going to have some character changes along the way. He's maybe stopped being such the asshole and will evolve into an even better character. But anyway, I haven't progressed too much farther in the game from this point. I'm only like a few missions ahead, and you infiltrate a soft drink factory, which was pretty funny actually. I'm still in the middle of that, but yeah, infiltrate a soft drink factory. It kind of reminded me of the Slurm factory from Futurama. Like the whole idea of like a secret ingredient, like in this case there was like a succubus, but that was like providing the secret ingredient instead of like the giant slurm worm, which I guess that's kind of redundant. Is like the thing a slurm worm, or is it just a slurm?
Dante, the gateway's ready. Come on.
Huh, I don't know. Yeah, so anyway, Dante just got pulled into limbo right now, and I'm getting very ahead of myself right here. There'll be in the next couple videos, it'll be the infiltrating like the factory, and it's pretty fun. Okay, so yeah, so you basically, this whole level is us getting dragged into limbo and unlocking another one of the kind of the bullshit platforming aspects of the game, which I have made it known and will probably keep making it known that I hate platforming in games like these and the hack and slash style gameplay. I think platforming sections in these games are kind of wasted, and they're not very fun to me. I guess that's pretty much it. It's like it's not very fun to me to try to do, because like the controls are never as good as like an actual platformer, and in that, like, it really suffers, I guess, in some of the platforming sections. But the combat of this game is really great, actually. So I just really have fun with it. I just don't like platforming in games like this, especially. I think from what I hear, Ninja Gaiden 3 did that, where they had like platforming, and then even in Ninja Gaiden 2, I dislike some of the more complicated platforming sections, because it's just not necessary at all for the game. I guess they're trying to break up the gameplay bits, but I think it'd be better just to have more enemy variety to get you to use some, like, your huge repertoire of combat skills, and like to change up your strategy or something. I think that would be better for making the game feel a bit mixed up or something like that, instead of doing some bullshit platforming sequences. I just dislike it so much, because just the controls are not very well. They're not bad, but they don't give you the level of accuracy that you really need in order to really be able to platform, and it's too easy to like fall in these platformer sections, and especially since it takes down your health in these platforming sections, and it can really affect you in the combat sections of the game. And of course, the combat sections are the main variety, and I kind of just dislike it for that reason as well. Maybe if like there was like no health damage if you fall, I'd enjoy that a lot more. But maybe that would make it too easy, but I don't know. It's just, it feels weird to me to get punished for like kind of like awkward controls, and then to lose health and have it affect me in like the combat sections. The combat sections have great controls, and the game is so much fun to play during these sections. I really like the Scythe and the Arbiter. It's actually a really interesting combat system, because they haven't introduced specific enemies yet, but you have to take down specific enemies with specific secondary weapons, which is really cool, actually, because it makes you really pay attention to what enemies you're fighting, and it kind of mixes up your strategy a little bit. Some would say it kind of kills a lot of your creativity, but I really like it because it gives me something to think about when I'm doing this, instead of like, maybe button mashing. And I really enjoy that, because it gives you some sort of I don't want to say like it gives you some sort of like strategy to use. Like, okay, there's this blue enemy right here who only can be taken out with Scythe. Should I take him out first, or should I just whittle away at him and just keep moving back and forth from other enemies? Or it's like, okay, there's this red guy here. He needs to be taken out with the Arbiter. Okay, do I just keep moving, or do it again? Do I take out the blue guy first? Or it's just this whole interesting dynamic to me that I really, really enjoy. Just because it just changes up the gameplay a little bit, which is my main point, which is why I dislike the platforming sections, because it's not a meaningful way to change up the gameplay. And that about wraps up this episode, guys, so I will see you in the next one.